Hello, fellow savages of high tech and space. Today we're going to talk about books in sales that should be on everybody's list if you're serious about a sales career. All right. For those who don't know, my name is Luigi Cáceres. I've been navigating this Congruence Academy, so this video is part of that series where I go into details of the Congruence Academy done by the Sales Snipers, which is an amazing organization for high ticket selling. And yeah, this is the journey not only of what's covered in the program, but also useful tips and things like today's book list for sales professionals. So let's dive into it. One of them, the first one is actually called the Challenger Sale. All right, that book is extremely important and interesting because it covers the personality type that it's best suited for today's information era, where and that's why it's called the Challenger Sale, because it was assumed by sales trainers and sales doctrine in general in the 80s and 90s, boiler room type of thing, Jordan Belfort even, which is great, but a little outdated in terms of what the today's consumers demand. So Challenger Sale basically states that the relationship building type of personality is no longer the, regardless of what people think, that being just friendly and relationship type of personality is the most effective, but they have validated this through extensive statistically relevant studies that the challenger type, actually, the trusted authority, which actually makes you think out of the box, makes you get out of your comfort zone, that's the type of personality that's most valuable and more valued by customers. People that actually see problems that they didn't even see themselves. Right, so that's a Challenger Sell. Make sure you add it to your list. Second one is Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. Maybe you guys have heard of him, but he's an FBA, former FBA hostage negotiator. And book is amazing. Starts with all real life and death situation that he has gone through, where the stakes are super high. This is not really about making a sale or not. It's really about saving people's lives. So they have to figure it out beyond the Harvard business negotiation techniques. That was all they had during those days, and they were losing a lot of situations and lives through methods that were probably not as appropriate as as they would have needed for those situations. So they definitely went out there and created and studied ways that relate to even this hostage takers, criminals, and bank robbers. They all have an agenda sometimes. It's not really just about the money. So he figured out not only ways to master tonality to actually engage them emotionally, but it's a very interesting take and very implementable as well. So Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. Third one is Greatest Salesman in the World. This one's one of my favorites. It's very different, actually. It's more philosophical. It's called, it's by Ogmandino, and I think it was written in 1968. Amazing. It's written in prose. It's not really prose, but it's very poetic, and it's divided in scrolls, he calls it. So it's basically this camel boy that was very poor, and he has an inheritance from one of his masters, received this box with 10 scrolls that talk about the qualities and the secret of becoming the greatest salesman of the world. It'll change your life. It's amazing and very inspiring. So that should be on everyone's book list. So those are my 3 books recommendations. I hope you enjoy this, and actually leave me comments down below and let me know what you think, if you have read them or not, and looking forward to seeing your comments. Talk soon.